Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the New England Patriots. And off we go from Denver. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Charles, you talk about this defense, and they're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now Jones.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception. On their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now a handoff as they run left side. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, this defense for the Pats, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Mon going to throw it. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 16, Mon flushed out right.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making it.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. the play fake. Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Mack. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. And he'll give it here to his running back. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action here. Mon. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Christian Barmore able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mon. This will be caught. Judy. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mack. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 44, he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, Mon.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Mon.
Eluding the pressure right.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On 1st down, here's Mon.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And McManus able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. Mon now off of play action. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mon looks to throw on first down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll run on first down. It's Ballard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, it's Ballard. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mon. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. From the 45 on second down, Jones, throw left side, complete to Ross. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run for it. This is Mack. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Here's Jones. Off play action. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. On first down, Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Mack is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Jones on 3rd down.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll run on 1st down. Ballard, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Mond.
Throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fielded just inside the 20. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. A big play there for the Patriots. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
115 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll go again here with Mack. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. It'll buy some time right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now it's 4th and goal, 1 play for the win. Other than that, not a very exciting finish.
Just a walk in the park, partner. Yeah, ho hum. I know one thing, though. I'm making someone beat me other than their top receiver.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. They'll roll it. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league. And they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it. Because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Broncos, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm